Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Strategic Jordan, and this is King Arthur. We just did the Lady of Lake. We're refilling our ranks over here at It's Eklis? Is that I or T? I don't know. But then we're going to go help the rightful Sir Balin. Alright. The Christian.
Long live the once and future king. A banished prince of Logres invites you to his wedding in Wessex, the kingdom which is right in the path of your army's advance towards London. The provinces of Logres and Wessex have long-standing territorial disputes with each other. You might as well use them to your own advantage, or instead, you might find other more diplomatic ways to have your way. Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. 3 brothers are fighting for the city of Viraconium. Their father, the king, died without naming his successor, and now each of them has claimed the right to the throne. Both the Christian Prince Brandelis and Prince Owain, the follower of the Old Faith, have asked for your help against each other and against their 3rd brother in the city. You might find a way to use their dispute for your own purposes.
Indeed. Now, I actually did a bit of my own playthrough, so I mixed up with the sound and stuff. It actually looks mostly the same. So, Savage Prince Seeds of War. Gotcha. Alright. So that's the current situation of everything.
Ready to serve.
Now we can actually collect money and taxes.
On my way.
I don't have to worry about running out.
Attack!
Alright. He's got Wasteland Warriors, Rebels, 3 bands Brigands, and 1 Marauder. I have a much larger force. I do not fear him. Dominatio et honor. Dominance and honor. I really like his stuff. I especially like the helmet. Pull it down, it looks cool, and you can bring it up to get like a swig of Mountain Dew or something, you know? Good old ale. We all know Mountain Dew is just corrupted ale. Ah! 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 Stop that. Okay, formations. We do not have any victory conditions, but I still want to move my cavalry out of the main army. I've fought this battle 1,000 times. What we want to do is set up right here. Our cavalry over there. Here are the Marauders. Here are the Wasteland Warriors.
Infantry. Attack! Archers.
Fire at will, please. You know, pull it. Oh, yep. Keep attacking.
Attack!
God damn it.
Archers. Cavalry.
Alright, well, you guys have fun over there. I'll begin moving you up front.
Archers.
Ah, Sir Balin's arrival! Sir Balin has arrived on the battlefield and will help you defeat his brother, the mighty Sir Balan. Is famed by the mighty Sir Balan is famed by his courage and prowess. There are only few who would dare stand against him in close combat. He is leading his elite guards, the so-called Golden Griffins. These mighty armored warriors with skills hard to match are known to serve only the lawful and honorable. check this out. You're facing the wrong way, asshole. Cool. You know, they're not that bad looking. My God, he's huge. You know, they don't look that bad.
Archers. Fire! Archers. Fire!
Got camera, fuck you.
Infantry. Infantry.
God damn it.
Infantry. Archers. Fire! Infantry. Attack! Cavalry.
There's no way Balin's gonna arrive fast enough to help us. Or is it Balin? Yeah, it's Balin, not Balin.
Archers. Fire! Cavalry. Charge! Charge! Attack! Infantry! Attack! Archers! Fire! Attack!
Okay, this battle we're actually gonna have to kill everyone, I think.
Attack!
Oh, they're trying to encircle us.
Attack! Attack! Archers! Fire! Infantry! Archers! Fire! Fire! Cavalry!
Come on, cavalry. Yeah. Oh.
Infantry! Infantry! Attack!
There we go. Not the most epic of battles, but, you know, we're still in early in the game. And that could have gone a lot better, I'll admit. Yeah, that really could have gone a lot better. Ugh. Ugh. What's with my strategic thinking? I mean, the latest battle on Hyrule Total War didn't go quite so well, either. Ugh. My light infantry got fucked. But I got a cursed sword. Gives nothing because it's cursed. Sir Balin, who will be our primary adventuring and fighting hero. A unit of Golden Griffins, a unit of Light Cavalry, and a unit of Sentinels. Sweet. Yeah, there's been a few updates for those who haven't played since the original one. We now got 2 new units, Britain Archers, Britain Cavalry, for those of you who
Ready to
haven't
serve.
played
On my way.
in a while. Alright. Strange, why won't you let me refill my
Yes, my
ranks? I need to refill the ranks. Unless, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's military. I'm trying to get provincial strength though.
Yes, my king.
Here. Thank you. No, the militancy is hot, or military. So I don't know why I can't recruit. Strange. I don't get it. Maybe it requires a turn since after?
Yes, my liege. Yes, my liege.
Regardless,
On my
let's
way.
go do the Seeds of Law. Prince Kedrick, an exiled noble from Logris, has sent you an invitation to meet and talk about a possible treaty against his former king. He is the guest of Sir John, a lord of Wessex. Ah. Balin has the axe of giant folk. Impressive. Alright. Yep, wait. Begin. On your way to the castle, the messenger tells you about his master's wealthy past in Logres that ended when the king of Logres decided to seize the family estate. The prince escaped to Wessex, where he is advised not to leave the castle of his host, Sir John. He feels imprisoned. Tell me about Sir John, the lord of this castle. Sir John is the lord of this castle who offered refuge to my master, Prince Kedrick. He is a wealthy man, but somewhat possessed by his desire for power. Sir John is also a devoted follower of the Christian faith. Let's see. I am an envoy of Arthur. I would not hide my banners. When the herald announces you as a knight of King Arthur's Round Table, you hear surprised whispers from the guests. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking paperwork. You hear surprised whispers from the guests. They look at you with respect. The feast hall is crowded with nobles from nearby lands. You see some noblemen from the provinces of the region as well. I introduce myself to Sir John, the lord of the castle. After the formal introduction, Sir John nods towards you and invites you to have a short conversation the next day, after the wedding. There are many tales about young Arthur, he says, and about the wondrous deeds of his knights. Maybe you could discuss the plans of your king. I introduce myself to Prince Kedrick. Damn, you got haughty. After the formal introductions, you try to speak with Prince Kedrick of Logres. He is glad to see a knight of King Arthur, but he hesitantly asks you to meet sometime later, when the circumstances are more peaceful. Maybe you should discuss plans in privacy. I've never actually done the feast begins. Let's do it. The noise of the feast hall is unbearable. The nobles drink, eat, and loudly brag about killing monsters and brigands. You are sitting near Prince Kedrick, so you hear his voice. When he sends his servant to his room to arrange his clothes for the second half of the feast. I've never actually done these, so I'm curious. Follow the servant through the labyrinth corridors of the giant, grumbling castle. Finally, you reach the quarters of the nobles, and you see a shield of the prince on the wall. His rooms must be near. Follow. After long wandering through the lavishly decorated corridors, you finally find the quarters of the prince, but the soldiers guarding the entrance doesn't seem as he would allow just anyone to enter. I am his guest. Let me in. Finally, you are in the quarters of the prince, a lavishly decorated hall with tapestries depicting knights and battles. Prince Kedrick tells you about his suspicion that he is a prisoner here, so he would gladly serve young Arthur, who would help you enter Wessex or Logres. Tell me about your plans for Wessex. The prince tells you that the king of Wessex doesn't accept the followers of the old faith, although their number is growing. Besides, the harvest was poor last year, which means that the people are discontented. Kedrick will organize a revolt, but wants to be the lord of Wessex. This man is a traitor! I'll tell Sir John later. It's the rightful thing to do. Sir John listens to you with disgust while you tell him about Kedrick's plans. His king was always suspicious of the prince, he says. As a token of his gratitude, you can freely pass through Wessex for 2 years. You can recruit some good men for a very reasonable sum, 4,000. I would like to ease the suffering of the believers of the old faith. For your great deeds, the king gives his royal word that the believers of the old faith will not face any persecution in his kingdom. +1 rightful, +1 old faith. Yay! Victory! Oh, I also got the farmlands now. +1 food production. Hungry empires are dead empires. Let's check out furlough. While it is active, the army requires 50% less upkeep. The army can't move, and only 50% of the soldiers join the battle. The food and gold income of the province is reduced to 0. Oh, wow. Really? Why would I ever want that? Weather magic. The powerful druidic weather magic protect the crops. Or leadership pretty soon. +1 leadership to all heroes. Lead by example. Alright.
Ready to serve.
And for some reason I can't seem to recruit soldiers from you. I don't understand why. Why can't I? Why can't I recruit soldiers? Oh, I probably don't have the money. Ow.
Yes, my king.
Wow. I'll chill out right here. Salisbury's a very tiny kingdom if you actually look at it. I'm sure they have this, but that's technically I mean, Salisbury is their ally, and come on, hurry up.
Greetings, my king. With the revival of magic, many wondrous items have surfaced again. But some of these magic weapons carry dark curses, like that which fell on the sword of Sir Balin. If you were able to remove the curse from that ancient sword of the Pendragons, you would have a powerful weapon in your possession.
Radio. Breaking the curse, or cleansing the faith. Well, let's get King Mark to do that one up top. He can then come back down and do that one on his way back.
On my way.
Yeah, Somerset's the tiny one, and technically, I know this is under Somerset's control, but technically Salisbury's supposed to be its own kingdom. Or whatever.
Yes, my lord.
Oh no, don't do that.
On my way.
Okay, we'll chill out there. You'll do that, then you go do the Savage Prince. And that's all time for today, everybody. I've been your host, Strategic Jordan. That seemed really short. I'll give you 5 more minutes, because that seemed a little short to me. You know, the big question's going to come up. Who should we ally with? Recruitment complete. Units level up. Let's do it. Click the button. I won't click. I think I should go for attack. Oh god, you're already cheap as hell. Attack. Good. Thank you. Fuck's sake. Okay, you've leveled up. What do I want from you? Dragon Strike. Oh god, yes. 6 opponents? Do it. Oh wow, King Mark could also be our venturing hero. Okay, for you guys. Oh, well, you don't cost. You cost mostly food. So, yeah, we'll go attack. Tourney Knights. You cost a lot of fucking money. Well, we gotta lower that. Holy crap. Objectives. And we got so much new stuff there. Alright, so
Yes, my king.
we'll do this. So it happened that the cursed sword of Sir Balin came into your possession. The curse is as ancient as the she who enchanted it. Only the druids might be able to remove it. In the darkest reaches of the woods, fuck, I am just fucking everything up today. In the darkest reaches of the wood, you meet the congregation of the druids. Their leader listens to you politely. It won't be easy, he says. In the heart of the forest there's a crystal tower. There lives a woman of the She, a powerful enchantress. She could help you. Is there anything else I should do? You want the weapon to remain as powerful as ever, but without the harmful effects of the curse. So you have to find a swordsmith who can make you a silver duplicate that will absorb the evil lifted from the sword. Such a smith lives near the village. Anything else? The druid smiles. A good deed deserves a good deed. He tells you about a group of devoted monks who are building an abbey near the sacred groves of the druids. You have to persuade these people to leave. If you complete all these tasks, we will meet in the Ring of Stone. Well, let's start with the builders. Not far from the old wood, on the hill you see the skeleton of the tower covering in scaffolding, and a rough camp for the builders, guarded by knights in white robes. Monks and craftsmen are gathered around the old priest. The old man must be the leader. You meet an old priest and two knights, both clad in white. Crusaders. They're decent infantry, actually. You apologetically explain the situation. Disturbing the sacred groves of the druids will sow the seeds of a new conflict that will result in bloodshed. Leave in peace now and build your abbey elsewhere. Let's find out why they came here. The local lord is a friend of the druids, and he dislikes your presence here. Why did you come? Refugees from this place come to our monastery, and told us about the soldiers who sent them away. We came here to find the rest of these people and build a new home for them. Oh, I'll offer them a place on my land. I mean, I'm old faith, but I'm a nice guy. The old monk orders his people to leave the abbey and move to their new home. The elder druid watches the procession sadly. As long as we don't have one king of the old faith, these incidents will occur again, he says. He promises a just reward for what you have done. Let's go to the weaponsmith. Well, fuck it. We'll finish this now and cut the video. You find the village at the end of the forest. Judging by the small church that stands abandoned and empty, the locals have turned their backs on Christianity. When you ask about the famous swordsmith who creates enchanted weapons, the villagers gladly show you the way. Where's the weaponsmith? The smith knows everything about the forgotten methods of forging magical steel. He will make you a silver weapon. But he asks 2,000 gold or the same amount of food for the village. Or, if you are brave, you can bring him dragon bones from the woods. But beware of the giant. Yeah, I could either just give him money or I could help feed the whole village. I'll feed the whole village. The weaponsmith nods and begins the work. His chant and the clang of the hammer soon makes you feel as though you are in a dream, and you lose track of time. Something magical is working here, and when you finally have the silver sword, you can't feel anything but wonder. So you have finished all your tasks. We could go to the Ring of Stone. Oh, if you have. Oh, this part scares me. Oh, sweet, we can win against the Enchantress? When you are lost in the forest and the shadows seem to deepen, you find the Crystal Tower. The woman waiting for you is beautiful, but not human at all. You greet her and tell her about the cursed sword. Defeat me in a duel and I'll help. Or leave some of your men to serve me. I'm not leaving anyone. I fight a duel with her. It is not an ordinary duel. She calls upon the sunlight shattered upon the crystals of her tower and uses these light shards as daggers. But you get close enough to catch her with cold steel. She accepts her defeat without emotion and says she will go to the Standing Stones. Let's do it! Oh, God, I was worried about that. The Standing Stones emit the cold aroma of magic. These druids have gathered in the shadows and stare at the enchantress who is suddenly there, as though she walked out of thin air. They seem glad to see her there. The sword is lying in the grass. You nod to the gathering. The druids begin to chant. The shiri begins a silent song, but it drowns out their voices. The sword trembles as though it were alive, and blackness oozes out of the steel. Then it's over, The chant stops. The shiri disappears as if she has never been there. The curse is broken. Minus 2,000 food. We get the Sword of Pendragon and +1 Old Faith. And that's all for this time. Really. I've been your host, Strategic Jordan. If you'd like to see more of what I've done, click on the links in the description or the annotations, because I really am working on remembering to do those. See you next time, viewers. Have a nice day. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Strategic Jordan, and this is Hyrule Total War Dark Nut Campaign. Well now,